Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Hi. Let me get into the chat rooms. We are recording this. Welcome. We are up and running. Let me get my coffee. Good evening. Yeah, I'm going to do something I haven't done ever. I'm going to make authentic mussels. Yes. Let me get into the chat room. Yeah, let's see what we got. I am not a robot. That's not true. Yeah, let's see what we got. See, I am not a robot. That's not true. Yeah, let's see what we got. And now I'm in Popo chat. All right, now I'm going to see if I can open up iVlog. Let's give this a shot. This is shot. Yeah, let's make this happen. Yeah, it's a whole series of things we do on Technology Thursday to show you the versatility of home equipment. And as you know, I use prosumer equipment, which is as good as you can get right now, anywhere, really, unless you're paying in the high industrial level. So we're really kind of fortunate right now. When I was a young man, I had to use a video toaster, which was an analog system, an analog switcher. Didn't have any of the nonlinear capabilities that we have today. Let me mute the volume for a second. Okay, we're up and running. Chat is open. Hi, over at iVlog. Welcome. Many of you don't realize how much effort goes into these kinds of shows, and just because I said it, we have great equipment doesn't make it easy. And the setups are pretty involved, and they take a lot of trial and error, just so you know. This is not something you can just pick up and start doing. People try it, and then they try to do it continuously, and it's very difficult. Yeah. We've done continuous consecutive shows for 10 years without skipping a beat. Yeah, amazing. 6 hours, 5 to 6 hours a night. We do 9 hours a night now with video. Mussel mac and cheese is going to be an amazing product I picked up here. This is from our area, I guess. Or is it? Let's see. No, I think these mussels might be from China. I don't know. Okay, either way, wherever they're from, I got a good deal on them. You can get these at Safeway for about $2.99 right now. I got these for $1.99 on sale. So in order to get them going, what I'm going to do is put a... Right. Hi, everybody. Yeah, let me move this over just a tad. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to show you how to engage this. It said I read the directions and it said just go ahead and drop it in. So here I am opening the back of the package. It's been in the freezer for about 2 years. So I bought this at an outlet store. Yeah, so I just don't want it in the freezer anymore. I thought today would be a good day for mussels. There you go. And it says just throw the whole package in the pan and start cooking at medium to high. So production date was 2015, so it was good till 2016, but in the freezer, I think it's good till 2019, don't you? Yeah, it's been in the freezer for about 2 years. So it says it's from Chile. Oh, this is even better. Check this out. Yeah. So these were harvested off the coast of Chile, which means that they have less radiation than any of the mussels in the northern areas. Now, mussels that I purchase are actually, I can get mussels in my area. Hang on, we've got a jet flying over. I can get mussels in my area, no problem. just by going down to the beach, but I have to actually have a permit to do it. Otherwise, it's like a $300 fine. So I don't use those type of tomatoes now. I'm going to snip this bag right here. It's relaxing inside. All the mussels are saying, "Oh, we're finally free." Frozen in state. All right, I'm going to drop this into a pan on medium heat right now. Get that heat up to medium. No, this is going to be mac and cheese too. We're going to make mac and cheese, but I'm going to do a deluxe mac and cheese with vegetables. I hate permits, and I really would like to relax all national park permits in this country. I believe that the National Park Service is trying to profit from the American citizens. Yes, I am putting celery in. Deal with it. It will render with the onions. It will render unto the onions. Yes. It's good for you, man. Have you heard of the celery diet? What's your problem? It's organic celery too. Look at this. Organic celery. Look at that. I have to use these leaves too. I don't want to throw them away. I'm gonna toss them in today. Yeah. No, I'm not going to puree it. What's your trip? You don't like the fiber or something? Hey, let's move on. The pan is warming. The mussels are ready to drop in the pan. Yay. Let's do this. Moving cam out. Oh, it even comes with its own water. How nice. All right. Get in there. All right, cover it up. It says 6 to 8 minutes on medium to high, but since I just put it in there, yeah, I know that's plastic waste. It sucks, doesn't it? Since I just put it in there, it's going to be probably 10 to 15. Anyway, let's get started cutting. We got a cutting board here, and I've got the knives, the Damascus steel knives from Syria, I guess. There we go. I'm going to use those today. Today we'll use the large knife. I haven't used the large knife. Wow, look at this. Look at the steel on this thing. 67 layers of steel. I'll take the nose cone off. There we go. Yeah, it's a virgin knife. It's never been used before. I know. Damascus. Right. Given to us by Dr. Meow. Surprisingly, I had no idea that he was going to make a gift to Sarah and I. Thank you. I will wash it. Yes, good idea. Let me get my trusted paper towel out. Yeah, that'll work. All right, let's go ahead and wash it. Always be careful of a blade like this. It's razor sharp. Well, this is not 67 layers of steel for nothing. It's almost 72 layers of steel. Just remember that. Okay, let's do a little rinse here. Okay, and I'll wipe it down away from the blade. There we go. All right, we're all set. Let's get started to hack up some onions really quickly, but not too quickly. I don't want to get hurt. Okay, we're starting with our onion. I see you. I know. Okay. Just kind of make a little cut in the side here. And then take your hand and just go like that. That's the safest way to cut an onion. All right, then to take the bottoms off, it's like butter. And then you can peel off the skin like so. Peeling the skin. Peeling the skin, peeling the skin. So those frozen mussels have their own moisture and butter as well. So you don't even have to do anything. You just set it there and let it cook. But I should check up on it about 7:30 at the latest. Excuse me, did I say 7:30? I'm at 5:30. Yeah, I was checking out a phone we recently got, and I discovered a terrible feature. Well, by the way, you might want to get some water going right now. I got about a half a container of water here. I'm cooking it on I'm going to put it on level 3. I want to get it up to a boil. In fact, I'm going to take it up to a level 6. So I'm going to cook that right now. Before I cut these onions, I want to tell you about this this phone I picked up, a cordless phone. And it defaulted to a system that takes the phone number of everybody that dials. It acts like that's my timestamp. It's the weirdest thing. So I had to read through the manual. Thank you. I had to read through the manual, and I managed to find the one little clause in it that talked about this. And I readjusted the phone. Apparently, this is a feature where people call in, you automatically look at the phone and go, oh, wow, that's 7:30 or that's 7:15, Central Time, which is what this computer is set up for. But I mean, it's interesting how they would even think that the defaulting on that would be a good thing. It's like, that's not a default setting. All right, anyway, I got it readjusted, but it's funny, you actually have to read the manual. I know, you hate reading manuals too, I know. I don't know what the ringtone sounds. You'll hear it during the show, the ringtone. Don't call me right now, otherwise I'll be interrupting my cooking session. All right, let me continue with the cuts here. Getting any of the skin off. That's beautiful. Wow. Look at that. Nice. Just right in there. Right in there. Not a little bit more leverage. Gripping the knife like you would a handle, just a standard grip. You don't want to go too far with this blade because this is really intense. This is like as sharp as any knife can be. All right, we're going to cut sideways now and make maximum use of the knife with 2 at a time. Wow, look at that. Nice big cuts because these are going to be cooking, for a little while. Wow. Nice. Okay. Done. Okay. Very nice. Beautiful. Okay, next step is I'm going to take the onions and put them with the mussels. I'm going to throw that in the container. Throw it right in on top of the mussels. There you go. Right back on the grill. In deference to Howie, I think what I'm going to do is just use a small amount of this celery that I'm going to dice down. Oh, wait a second, I got a call. Hang on. That's the buzzer. Go ahead. Oh, see? We knew that was a troll move. I know. This butter is good, yeah. I'm just going to let that cook at level 6 back there. And I'm going to cut up the celery and dice it really, really fine so that Howie won't be upset. No, we don't show feet here. You're such a pervert, man. What the hell's wrong with you? Okay, operator's standing by. Number is 707, your ATP. All right. I did touch a couple things, so if anything was contaminated with Ebola, I have to wash my hands again. Yeah, you hate that nagging Ebola virus. It kills people. I'm a little worried about it arriving in America. Obama brought 14 people into this country with Ebola. What the hell was that? I did. Can you imagine? You don't want to cook with Ebola. All right, let's do a little dicing with this. Let me get a better shot. There we go. Wow, I wanted to do that for so long. All right, we're going to throw that in there, along with a red pepper. Now, if you are really in a bind for, I got this beautiful red pepper at Trader Joe's for 89 cents last week. And everything, according to Trader Joe's, is non-GMO. Zoom is far too zoomy. Okay. I should pull back a little bit. There we go. All right. You see any blemishes like that? You want to pull it off. Do nice. You don't want the label on your finger either. That's not going to be really good in the dinner. Plus, you might actually, yeah, you don't even need to compost with it. Okay, I'm just going to slice vertically here like this. Slice around the circle. That's nice. It's a nice big red lipstick pepper. Love it. All right, now I'm going to do that again with the dicing thing. I love that. That's the part of these knives I haven't really experimented with. Here we go. It's not Benihana, but it's definitely a fun knife to work with. You don't want to take too many chances with a knife like this, and you can rock these knives too. Nice little slivers. All right, let's throw all of that in the hot pan again. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, back on the grill. Yeah, we're getting into another 10 minutes at level 6. This went from frozen to cooked. It's going to have to cook really fast and really hot and really infuse those flavors together. Meanwhile, I've got hot water boiling. I'm going to make the mac and cheese. Love hurts. Whip it good. Do. What are your thoughts about your state's measles outbreak? Sounds like a glow-in-the-dark CIA bioweapon to me. It does. I think it seems like it to me too. I don't believe that the measles outbreak is necessarily deadly either. The primary cause of death due to measles is pneumonia due to bad conditions and no extra antibiotics. So it's when people have nothing and no support, no medical services, that they die of pneumonia. And in 1 out of 20 cases of measles, people can get somehow be weakened to get neuroencephalitis in the worst case scenario. All I'm saying is that it's not the most deadly thing. Yeah, and even mumps is not deadly either. It can make you impotent and infertile, yes. Obamacare is not good, and if Jill Stein thinks it was a good thing, that's crazy. We are paying $350 billion more a year because of Obamacare. Oh, a drop of zero weight oil on motor oil on my cutting blade keeps it star sharper longer. Well, you know, I'm pretty much done with the knife, so I'm just going to wipe it down and put it away. Dry it without touching the blade and just put it away. Yeah. Bye, knife. Yeah, so we'll put it back in this beautiful box here. Yeah, I just don't foresee using it anymore in the dinner, so I can see retiring it. Yeah, there's nothing stable about the left or the right, but that's why I'm a centrist. You put the little tip on here. Yeah, the left wants to destabilize our country by higher taxes. And the right wants to destabilize our country by not taxing, by giving people tax breaks that don't deserve it or need it, like Trump did, which was a disaster. Let me make sure that blade's dry. I don't want to put a wet blade in there. It could be rusted. That's dry. All right. No, I'm not going to put a hair dryer on it or anything. Okay, there you go. Say goodbye to Yarlo. Yarlo. 67 layers of damask steel. All right. So, this is cooking. That's cooking, level 6. I wanted to tell you that if you don't have mussels, You can buy a couple of cans of these for $1 a piece. These are smoked mussels from China, and they are incredibly good. Hokan, it's called, in sunflower oil, sea salt, no MSG, gluten-free. They're very. I'm going to actually put them in my dinner. I bought about 10 or 12 cans of this for $2.69. It was a special sale, yeah. But these are $1 at the dollar store. All right. The mac and cheese we're doing today is organic. Yeah, isn't that great? Organic white cheddar. I got these for $1.50 a piece at Safeway. So if you bought both of these, they're $3 at Safeway. If you got the mussels, that's $2.99 at Safeway. You're up to $6, and if you add the vegetables, you're at $1. Yeah. Now I've got a can of old oysters I'm going to throw in here, and I picked up for $1. I just feel like eating them, so I'm just going to throw those in there too. Add to the seafood taste and the pasta. Yeah. I can't see that going south on me, especially considering it has some salt in it. Yeah, there's about 450 milligrams of salt, which is not bad. These mussels have 250, so I'm at 700 milligrams of salt. The mac and cheese, the organic cheese in here has a salt content. Let's see what it is. About 450. So combined, I'm about 1,600 milligrams of salt, which is not bad for the whole meal. Yeah. Okay, well, at least you're happy. I would love smoked bacon in here, or possibly even smoked salmon. That would be a nice added feature to this kind of a mac and cheese. I was watching Hell's Kitchen, and somebody came up with a lobster mac and cheese last week in the show that Sarah was watching. And she loves watching cooking. She just loves it. So I said, well, if they can make a lobster mac. Today I did a quest looking for lobster, a lobster quest. And I didn't find any to speak of except for $10 a tail. So I said, it would be $20 for 2 little tails of lobster. I said, forget it. Yeah, the fat is the flavor. But that was my original intent, was to make lobster mac and cheese. Couldn't find the right ingredients. There's no way I'm going to make it with something less. Okay, we're at full boil here. Wow, that's perfect. I'm going to go ahead and dump these in here. They all come with packages of cheese. You want to pull the cheese out. You don't want to put that in there. 1 and 2. Nice. Okay. We'll drop them right in there and give it a stir. There you go. Great. You're going to boil that for about 10 minutes. Organic pasta from Safeway. Fantastic. So, I think we will do a little bit of that, a little bit of that. I'll cover it a little bit, but I'll leave the cover ajar so it doesn't boil over. Yeah, well, believe me, I'm working on a live lobster pound. I just live on the wrong coast. I'd have to live on the East Coast to get the live lobster pond. But I do want one. I told Sarah, eventually I want a lobster pound, and I also want possibly a freshwater fish aquarium with big, huge, bass or salmon in there. You cannot cook lobster as a what? What are you saying? I don't know. Well, you can cook lobster alive. It kills them. The worst way of making lobster is lobster troubadour, which is they take the lobsters, flay them out in their backs, with their bottom, the middle of their body to the sun, or the earth, facing up. And they just take a cleaver and go right down the middle. I've seen it done. It's horrible. It's really cruel. And lobster is just vivisected. Vivisection. Yeah. I'm liking the way that they're doing it in Maine now. Because Maine is a legal state, they're actually giving them like a a THC sedative. They get them really high before they actually. This is actually a craze going on now. I'm serious. They get the lobsters really high with THC, and then they kill them. And apparently the THC gets in the lobster meat. Oh, hey. I knew it was going to boil over. Okay, I'm going to turn the mussels down to low, a simmer at this point, and give it a shake. Give it a little shake. You don't want to. Okay, and that other thing needs to stir. There we go. It will stick if you don't stir it, so be sure you stir it. Give it a good stir like I'm doing right here. Whoa, right on. Get that extra water wiped up there. And then I wipe my hands off. If you touch your sponge or your rag during your cooking, always be sure you wash your hands off. Yeah, because your rag is a harbinger of bacteria. Yeah, that was a close call. You heard it in the background. I was just kind of blown away. You saw it happening, and I was like, whoa, yeah. And, last week, somebody said, hey, Dave, could you please turn off your burner? And I was saying, yeah. Yeah, lobster is very fishy, but it's a great fishy, kind of a buttery, fishy taste. Here we're talking about lobster, and the mussels feel really left out here. I can hear their pain right now. They're going, oh, you don't care. Oh, I'm just a mussel. You care about other lobster. Lobsters are scavengers, just like, mussels, bottom feeders. They weren't even eaten in the 1930s by wealthy people. I don't know. Edward, I believe Ed Gein is here, everybody. Famous mass murderer. Wow. The thing is, lobster that we're getting is some of the best lobster in the world coming from New England and in Massachusetts, Connecticut. Yeah, really amazing. We're seeing very well raised. They don't take the females. They leave them in the water. You can't harvest the females. That's illegal. I mean, it's a big fine if they do it. I know. And a long time ago, wealthy people considered lobster to be beneath them. It's just a bottom feeder, yes. But now it's like the ultimate thing to order at a restaurant. Lobsters are not endangered. A man named Dr. Ocean, he's a marine biologist, has protected the lobsters. Isn't that cool? Imagine having a name like Dr. Ocean. I would love to have him spearhead a brand new fishing and, approach. Farm-raised fishing, aquaponics. I would love to have him get involved in that and get America back on track with a big fishery on the East Coast, in Louisiana, in the harbor of New Orleans. I'm looking at a harbor in New Orleans, and then California. Just lots of fish farms. I'd love that. Please, Victory. That's just disgusting. You know that I have a cat, right? That's a mutable offense, but I'm going to purge you because you're trying to improve your act, but that's not funny, eating cats. And we have Meow TV here, and he's very offended. Yeah. You see a chemtrail behind me? Really? I think you're right. Okay, I'm going to turn that, wow, that's almost done. I'm going to turn that macaroni off completely. I'm going to pop open these cans. Now these are the things I have the cupboard I want to add to the dinner. I'm going to get my bowl. All right, and I got my Ebola. Ebola! Yes, one Ebola. See. Yeah, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. This show is a non-stop exciting moment for me. When I retired 10 years ago, I didn't expect to have a daily free show. I expected more people to get involved by donating money to this effort. But, I really don't care. I'm enjoying it, and you're enjoying it, so why not keep it up, right? That's how I see it. Yeah. Yeah, they think the crustaceans are dirty like pigs. That's how wealthy people look at the... And my mother's famous story was she came to her family's house in Cape Cod, They were staying on the beach. Actually, they had a family outing on the beach in Cape Cod, and she brought a bucket full of lobsters that she got for 25 cents a lobster. It's like a couple bucks. They got all the lobsters they could all eat. Everybody had like 2 lobsters apiece. And that was in the 1930s. She was a little girl. So back in the 1930s, lobsters were 25 cents each. The mussel is from Chile, and it's sitting in the pan right now, cooking with all the hot. I didn't even lift the cover on that. It's cooking. It's just sitting there, sealing the heat in with all the onions and a little bit of celery and some red pepper. And this is a mussel from Bantry Bay in Chile, all the way from Chile. So it was harvested, these mussels were harvested in the waters of Chile, which means they have less radiation than you'd get in any other location in the waters. So that's non-irradiated. There's no Fukushima radiation there. They came from well, if there is, it's drifting down into the southern territory. It's going to mix, no question about it, but it's not as irradiated as you would get from China. All right. No, we're just making mussels and mac and cheese. It's kind of a cool idea. All right, let's do it. Here comes the strainer. We're going to turn the camera around. Take a look at the mussels. Okay, we're going to bring this pan right here over here, and it doesn't take that long, no more than 10 minutes to run some water in here too. There we go. I'm going to leave the water in the sink because it's kind of a nice way to warm the house. You know, why take all that boiling water and waste it, right? So let that sit there till it cools off. That's one way to keep the heat from your stove in your house. Cool idea, right? Okay, we're going to go ahead and put a little bit of, spray a little bit of olive oil on the bottom of this pan. Okay. I hope none of you are getting too excited by the prospect of doing this. And we will drop the macaroni in on top of the olive oil. Ta-da! Now there's always a little bit at the bottom. You have to kind of move the spoon around and grab it. You want to get all of that out. You don't want to leave any down there, because if it sits on the grill, it'll burn into the grill. And as you know, I only use stainless steel. And wood. Okay, immediate thing you want to do is you want to get a pat of butter on that. Now I know the recipe doesn't call for the butter, and there's butter in the mussels, but you want to get a pat of butter on this and immediately start mixing it around. Mix the pat of butter around the whole thing. Get it to cover as many of the noodles as you can. The macaroni noodles, separating everything. Okay, and then as it's still hot, you want to take the organic cheddar cheese packet right here, both of them, and drop it on top. All right, like that. And just keep mixing it in with the butter, like so. You're basically covering everything up lightly. All right, and then we're gonna go over to our pan up back here and get every little last drop of that organic cheese. That stuff is good stuff. Top quality. All right, now you're gonna go back here and I'm gonna put the mussels in with the hot mussels that are currently sitting there. So I'm opening up this container here. See those little guys? Believe it or not, they are actually really a good taste enhancement. It's better than soy sauce or fish oil or fish sauce. Put it right in on top like that. Okay. And you know, I did want to use my oysters up, so I'm going to use the oysters too. But I am going to drain the water from the oysters. Some of it. And I'm going to put the rest in there. All right. Now, I'm going to take this back up to level 6. Engage it. I'm going to cover the top of this. All right, there we go. I'm basically re-infusing the mussels. I'm giving it one more hit. And I'm taking all those ingredients and kind of like, I'm gonna rotate them now. Now this is a good time if you want to add garlic, but my mussels came in garlic sauce, so I'm going to go ahead and use that, but this would be a good time to add garlic powder or diced garlic if you have any. All right. Yeah, we're doing well. You know, the histrionics of Donald Trump really make for great news. And I don't think that we could have had a better, more mixed up political environment than we have right now with Donald Trump. And that's a really bad thing. It really is. It doesn't create stability. And he doesn't seem to be able to communicate because, believe it or not, the biggest hitch right now between Trump and Pelosi is the word wall. For some reason, she insists in her stubborn, old-minded way that I'm not going to pay for a wall. And he refuses to call it a fence. Isn't that ironic? So it's come down to a semantics discussion. I mean, can you imagine American politics being so ridiculous? This is cooking up politics, Irish. Yeah, this is what this is. I don't advertise it as cooking up politics, but it started as cooking up politics. Oh, we're done cooking. Oh my gosh. You didn't realize that cooking is super easy? Well, you're one of those people that think it's really hard to do. I see. All the work's been done. Oh, the food's going to be great. Let me throw it together. You ready? Here we go. I'm going to put this away. My colander. I noticed nobody took me up on my offer to call me. That's amazing. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take the entire dish here. Let me go to full screen. It's really hot, and it's all the onions and celery, everything's glazed. Here we go. It's going right on top of this with the juice, everything in it. All right, and then just cover it right up. Wow, that smells great. Wow, that's wild. You pull one of these mussels out and taste it. Mmm. Mussels from Chile. Opening of the mussel. I'm going to eat it in a second. Mmm. Mmm, so tender. Oh my gosh. Another foodgasm. Mmm. That is really good. Okay, now I'm going to take and dive in there with the wood fork. Move it around a little bit, just a little bit, and then let it set, and it'll be ready to serve the whole dinner. Here we go. Go in there and kind of shuffle it in. There we go. Beautiful. Wow. Ah. Cover it right up. Let the steam cook it thoroughly. I think I outdid myself on this one. Beautiful. I just put some filtered water in here on the bottom of the pan. And I'm going to take the roux that I have in there. I'm turning all the burners off. I'm going to take the roux right there. That's called a roux. I'm just going to throw it right on top. That's all the water you need in there to keep it nice and fresh. so that it'll be nice and warm when your family's ready to eat in about an hour. If you want to keep it on a low flame, you can. It's entirely up to you. The shells will be going in the compost heap, so you won't have to eat the shells. I know some of you like crunching on those shells. They're dangerous. Your entire stomach can, yeah. Hey, the Dow Jones, what are we doing with the Dow today? Was it yeah, where are we at here? Okay, the mac and cheese stock took a big jump, 29 cents. Mac and cheese has gone up. Thank you so much. We'll follow up on that in just a second, everybody. I'm going to go into the other room and get the regular show started. So restart or refresh in approximately 1 minute. See you then. Thanks for watching Dave's Kitchen. As usual, it's always nice to have you here watching Mussel mac and cheese under 7. Take care. Bye-bye.